Like, I have a love-hate relationship as a black man with 2K. Yo, it's about Bash Plug. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching Bash Plug when I saw this shit. So yeah, let's get into it.
To have no hope. If it comes out and it's even slightly good, that is awesome. But with the news in today's video, I couldn't help it. I, for the first time, actually got excited reading some of the things you guys are going to see. We got some deleted tweets from the event. We've got a lot. And this is a perfect time to put this in the beginning of the video that I'm not paid by 2K, not sponsored by them. These videos, this news is for you to look at and make the decision yourself if you want to buy the game or not at your own.
Buying 2K would be just crazy. I don't know. Like, I have a love-hate relationship as a black man with 2K. And it's sad. The love-hate relationship that I have with 2K is crazy. Sometimes it's good, sometimes they mess it up badly. We don't want two affiliations. We want multiple affiliations. We don't want RNG. We don't want pro play. But they don't listen to us. They would never listen to us.
Risk. So Pika said this is the first time you can actually blame us creators at the event if the game is bad. This is the first year that we actually got to use custom animations when using our My Player. That is massive information. It isn't even the meat and potatoes of the video, but for the first time we really get to see the game. 2K creators being in the builder and just customizing all their animations with the good dribble styles and all that before the game even comes out has never happened. You can't really see the fluidity of the dribbling and how nice it is when people don't have animations to be able to put together, and we do now. So real quick, guys.
But even then, if we did have animations, that still don't mean the game is gonna be good. It's not even all about the animations. It's really the defense. The shooting while missing. It's just all that. It's really the defense. Like you can't even play defense and you can't move around without feeling like you're on a fucking space. A damn moon with moon boots and you jumping around and you can't even guard your man, and then your man blow past you, and then you got a controller bashed at your goddamn monitor because of what 2K has done with this pro play shit. The pro play shit needs to be taken out of the game. I just feel like, I understand y'all trying to make the game realistic, but the game don't need to be realistic. It's a video game for a reason at the end of the day, right? Am I wrong?
In yesterday's video, I said 5,000 likes and I will stream the gameplay reveal today. I was wrong about when it was. 2K threw me off because we're getting news on Friday and Saturday. Now, y'all know they usually love to do it on Thursday, so that's why I was thrown off, okay? But look, I'm not going to ask a like goal today. I'm going to stream the gameplay reveal tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, probably about 30-45 minutes before I will start the stream, so be there. I'm not going to give you another like goal because you guys already smacked it, bro. Look at this. We went trending in our last video and then trending again back to back. So maybe just today we can go 3 for 3 like MJ, man. Guys, drop a like for me if you support the news videos, and let's just get into it, bro. Like today is a big one. All right. This is, I believe, one of the most important guys. I think Koza is one of the best creators in 2K that dribbles. Not to be super fancy, but, you know, cook up a little bit and also get the ball in the basket. He said, talking about some things might get patched, man. Hell no. Because a lot of people were saying that some things might get patched before the game even drops. He said, that game we played was fun, fast-paced, options, counters. I want a fun game. It was like a breath of fresh air. It's been years since I had that feeling from 2K. We've been patched year after year. I want a fun game. Don't get this confused with a broken game. Defense felt really nice to counter all the dribbling you'll get to see. Us dribbling in place and labbing with no defender shouldn't lead to...
Right, until we have somebody like Steezo the fucking god dribbling in our goddamn face doing 360s, pulling up from half court, and we can't do shit about it. Cause if we spam him to death, all we get is a fucking foul. Don't get me wrong, I love dribbling and I like to dribble my damn self, but I don't want a dribbling ass game where this nigga is doing 360s behind the half court and then pulling up whenever he feel like it, and I can't predict his moves. Cause like that's just ridiculous, bro.
Things being patched. Y'all say it all the time. Let's play the full game first. Let the game develop. That was the first time reading that a few days before release where I'm actually excited to see what we're going to get tomorrow. The gameplay reveal. Again, guys, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, I will be live on YouTube unless something crazy happens, okay? You're going to see me there. I'm going to hold up my promise just a day late because I was wrong about the date, all right? So Double H said, I really hope nothing gets removed or patched between now and the release of 2K26. I think we're on like a 3-year streak of something getting patched / removed from some random Twitter user complaining under a 2K Community Day gameplay post before the game releases.
Now that is true. People do complain about stuff before it even releases. But I just hope that the defense is good and the movement, you're able to move. That's really it with the game. If the defense is good and the movement is good, then we're good, honestly. And you're able to shoot when open. No hitting no whites. We don't want to hit whites. I don't want to see nobody hitting the white. Just straight green shots. Straight green, straight defense, straight movement. You could dribble like 2K17. I think 2K17 and 16 was the peak of 2K, honestly. And 19, they said 19 was good. I wasn't a fan of 19. I didn't really care for 19. But 2K16, 17, and 19, hell, even 23. 23 was good. 24 was decent. 18, it was, I don't know. 18, it was wish-washy, but I mean, 2K is not a bad game. I just feel like this was probably 2K25 was absolutely the worst 2K of history. I think that might be the second worst 2K ever. It was apparently it was 18, then it was 25. 25 definitely was the worst out of all 2Ks.
And I replied under Koza's tweet. I said, yes, we need to see the game. Let us play it. I mean, it's coming out 7 days early. We already know that's basically a beta. Let us play for at least 7 days. If there is something that is a genuine exploit, then after 7 days or as soon as possible, it needs to be fixed. For example, the close shot glitch in the beginning of 2K25 Season 1, where you could do a close shot 5-10 times in a row. You could have your eyes closed and you could green 5 very tights in a row. That is an exploit. Something you can have a conversation about it. Hey, I don't think shooting should be this good. I think shooting should be buffed, nerfed, dunks, whatever. Something like that.
I feel like nothing was wrong with shooting. It was just the simple fact that shooting was always good. Like you could hit your shots, straight green it, like with no problem. I feel like shooting was good. It's, to me, I think the only problem that we have is that the movement in the game does not feel clean. It feels late and delayed. That's the only problem with this game to me. The movement. And it's not really fun no more. Like, they took the joy out of playing 2K. That's what they feel like. Like, don't get me wrong, I play 2K with my friends and it'd be cool. But it's not like the old days when 2K came out, when you could just run into the park and take your shirt off and everybody be scared of you because you had your shirt off, or everybody be scared of you because you had a mascot on. It's not that type of fun no more. Or like somebody would come around with a lion or a jetpack and you see them flying in the air and they was like a legend, and you see a legend or you see other YouTubers. It's not that fun no more. Like, we don't get that fun no more.
Give it a little bit more time for people to figure out the game before we actually get anything changed. You see what I'm saying? Don't patch the game. We haven't even seen the game yet. We're gonna see it tomorrow, but we haven't even seen the game yet, and things are getting patched. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Anyway, Mike Wang went to Twitter, and this guy asked him bring back 360 layups. He said, check out Jaws spin and layup package. So we are going to have a little bit of finesse finishing coming back into 2K25. Now we also have from X-Ray, the small things matter at Mike Wang. Anything you can share to get us more excited? He said, you know how the ball would sometimes get stuck on the back iron, sit there for a couple seconds, then a magic wind would come along and push it off? The physics team fixed that. Literally, I read that the first time and knew exactly what he was talking about, so that's actually a nice little fix. Now, guys, this is the only person throughout this video that I don't know for sure was at the event. I'm pretty sure he was at the event, but just, of course, take this with a grain of salt. I thought it was very important information if he was. So, yeah, all the other news is definitely from people, but this is what he said, because someone asked, try out the 6'8 builds with inside archetype with a 63 point to see if inside centers can shoot with a low three-pointer. And he said small centers not needed, but can be impactful due to speed and attribute points. As for shooting, I found it a bit hard to shoot in the build tester with a 63, probably because of the jump shot, but 73s are consistent. So that's big. When 2K26 comes out, what you guys want to do before you make your build, if you want to make a build very quickly, but you also want to be a little bit careful, we know there's a pure green window now. Look at the jump shots, look at the releases, because we could have a game like 2K20 where you can shoot with a 63 pointer, 65 3-pointer, and be able to green very consistently. However, we could also have a game like 2K23 where you got awful jump shots. You guys know how in the past few years the jump shots have sped up, slowed down based on stability and stuff like that. So it could be a mix of that. Like, yeah, you can still green, but you could get very bad releases, very bad grades on your jump shot. So go in to the game, look at the releases, at the jump shots, but mainly go into like a practice, like the 2KU or something, put it on Hall of Fame and shoot with a guy, an NBA player, with a 65-3, a 73, 75, something like that. If you're only playing Park, there's no need to shoot on Hall of Fame difficulty. Put it one tick lower. If you only play stage, stuff like that, yes, you're going to want to practice on Hall of Fame. Just get a feel for how the shooting is before you make your build if you want to try to save money. Anyway, in JoJo's tweet yesterday that we talked about, I was like, bro, I read this 3 times and I just seen raw Park gameplay. What? And he said triple threat Park like last year. So
wait, what did that say? Gameplay breakdown, builder breakdown, raw Park gameplay, Brian build, KD build, Wemby build, Giannis build, best lockdown build, best center build, 6'6 build, two-way ISO build, one-on-one interview with Mike Wang. Okay, so the two-way ISO build may be something nice, but can we get a ISO lockdown build? That's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for a lockdown ISO demigod, or the best. That gotta be it. I gotta get that. I have to make that. That's gonna be my build. A lockdown ISO demigod. Hey, say what you want. I want to be able to lock shit down, ISO, and shoot. I mean, I can lay the ball up here and there, probably do a couple of dunks. But, yeah.
What? And he said triple threat Park like last year. So creators did not see the actual Park yesterday from what I know, but he's talking about we will be seeing raw triple threat gameplay, which is also going to be good because we're going to see some of the best players in the game like LeBron and stuff like that playing against each other in that My Team Park. Plus, we're going to see a little bit of sunset as well. Now, this comment is very important because we talked about this before. He said, Badge, you still think the Park is coming out Tuesday? So before we got the embargo dates, if you guys watched the video, I was like, look, if we don't get, like if they say, hey, that creators can't drop the build until Tuesday next week, then we're probably going to get the city news on Thursday, which doesn't make any sense because most likely creators are going to get the game early like last year. That doesn't make any sense. Now we know with the news coming out Friday and Saturday.
I pray don't get me wrong, and I'm not bashing the creators, but I pray that they don't get the game early and they get to start early ahead of us. I wish 2K would do it as everybody starts at the same time, because you're giving creators the head start to do everything. Like, you're giving them the head start to wrap up, you're giving them the head start to do all this stuff, when you could just have everybody at the same time get on the game. All the people that were ordered early access, the 7-day early access. Now, if you do it that way, the people that ordered the early day 7 access and the creators all in one, then I understand. But if you do it as just straight creators get on first and then the people that order the game, that shit is unfair. That's just my opinion. I feel like we should all be able to get on the game at the same time. Nobody's better than nobody in this area. I don't care if y'all do pay them. Nobody is better than anybody on this game. Everybody should start at the same damn time, no matter what.
That we should be able to make an educated guess that we're going to get the city news on Tuesday. Okay, guys, we'll see though. All right. So, Laker fan, who he's a slasher every single year. He said, I did not have time for it all, but I spent a ton of time in the layups. Expect me to have specialized in some things this time around. I'm not going for the 40 video onslaught like last time. Don't want to say much, so my excitement for slashing will stay concealed for now. His excitement for slashing. That's what he does every year. I told you guys. I mean, if you played 2K25, finesse finishing was just not that good. But I told you all, from everything we've read so far, the dunk meter, the slashing, all this type of stuff, 2K is trying to find a middle ground from 2K24 to 2K25. 24 was a little bit OD. 25 was patched into the ground. They're going to try to find some middle ground for finesse finishing, for dunking, for stuff like that. That's why they changed the baseline sensitivity. That's why you can see your green meter now. I mean, there's a bunch of changes they did. Now, look, a lot of creators from this event, you're going to see, like Uncle Dimmy, he said, ISO Unk in the building. Who is sitting corner for me? So we've got a lot of excitement about dribbling, ISOing. I mean, there's a bunch of people like, hey, ISO this guy's back. ISO, like, they're all saying they're going to be cooking up and dribbling. And Koza is very confident, very happy, excited about the dribbling from what he's seen. So that gets me excited. I do not dribble to be glitchy. I don't glitchy dribble 99% of the time. I don't fancy dribble a lot. It does look a little bit fancy when I'm really cooking and, you know, we're up 19-0 or I'm up 20-30 in the rec. Then I'll start doing a little bit out of body stuff. But you guys know I dribble to score. Okay, that's what I dribble to break down my defender. And that's what Koza mostly does as well. So I'm glad. I'm glad that we're hearing good stuff so far. Now, from the My Career trailer yesterday, you guys see this is what the green jump shot meter is going to look like. So I'm guessing one of the dunk meters can look like this as well. You gotta.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I hope that they bring the. Hold on. Damn. I hope that they bring the green meter back, and that you don't have to take it off to get a boost. That is the most irritating shit ever. I feel like we should be able to see our green jump shot and shoot perfectly fine. I just hope that we don't have to take off the freaking meter to see to get a boost. Like that I just didn't understand that. I still don't understand that. Like, I want to see my green meter, and I guess you could say that's an option, but at the same time, if I can get a boost to shoot a jump shot, of course I'm going to take the boost over the jump shot, especially if the game got RNG and I can barely fucking shoot. So I just feel like that we need the meter to stay on. Like, don't give me that bullshit. Oh, if you take your meter off, you get a 20% boost or a 10% boost or a 5% boost. Mike Wayne, keep the goddamn meter on the damn screen, bro. We don't do that bullshit, bro. Please. We want to see our meter, bro.
Big fat green square right there at the top of your meter. I don't know why. I really can't even give 2K a W for bringing it back in terms of now we can see our green windows for everything, our jump shots, our dunk meters, our layups, but I'm just glad that it's back, okay? I'm just glad that it's back. I'm not going to be like jumping up and down and, oh my gosh, 2K, thank you. No, it should have never left the game. Anyway, Koza said, look, cheesing the whole time, editing 9 hours of footage. I wasn't even too hype about the play now or learn 2K reveal, but now I'm just watching it all back. He's talking about like he's smiling ear to ear. He's cheesing.
I don't trust them. I don't trust their word, bro. I want to see the game for myself, bro. Like, I want to play it on my own, and then that's when I get my own opinion on it, but that's why I'm not too happy about this game. Like, they do this every year. Like, last year, they had a dude saying, oh, this is the best 2K we ever played, and he said that shit on 2K24. This is the worst 2K we didn't ever play. Mike Wayne neglected the game, went off social media for like damn near until now. We just now hearing from Mike Wayne. So this was the worst game ever, and he know it was.
Looking at the footage, I told you guys, I'm more excited for tomorrow's reveal of the play now stuff, people using the animations and all that, than the builder. Like, I really want to, I still want to see the builder, but from what we've seen, the builder is not going to be a massive difference. It's going to be the max plus twos and stuff like that really changes things up. So guys, once again, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be live on YouTube, probably about 30, 40 minutes. But 2K26 will definitely be a fun 2K, not going to lie. The reason I made the Sim Nation tweet is because the people that wanted 2K to feel like a video game again are going to be very happy.
It better.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
I mean, this is good news, guys. This is good news for a lot of us. And I'm not talking about Sim Nation, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all that stuff, bro. If you want to play the game realistic, that's awesome. Like, that's really cool. But the feeling of the game, the responsiveness, I've been told behind closed doors, okay? Once again, just like yesterday, if you missed the video, man, that the game is responsive on both ends. They have no reason to lie to me behind closed doors. This is not because they were at some event or they're hyping the game up. They're just talking to me one-on-one. So that is what I'm wanting to see when the game comes out. The dribbling being fluid, responsive, the game speed has been reported to be a good increase, how it feels, the new engine, stuff like that. But we have to keep in mind one thing, a few things, but the first one is the game could get patched before, like what we see tomorrow could be patched before the game even comes out 7 days early. The next thing is, if that doesn't happen, even if it does, but the feel of multiplayer, you know, the latency of online. They're playing offline, practicing these moves. It's not going to feel the same online. How is 2K's latency going to feel? It's been, you know, widely known for not being, honestly, being one of the worst games, AAA games especially, with their latency. So we'll have to see how it feels online this year. You know, I go dribbling my court, feels pretty damn good. Like, if that's how online felt, the dribbling wouldn't be.
It just didn't feel clunky. Like, now it feels clunky. Every animation is clunky. When you pass the ball, you get an animation. When you say if you pass the ball too far, the ball either on your team it go out of bounds, but on the opposite team it don't go out of bounds. When you dunk in the ball, sometimes you might get an animation. You can dunk on somebody. Sometimes you might not get an animation. It was just, the game was wish-washy. That's what it was. It was too much of like I said, RNG. The RNG wise was very high in that game, and I hope that the RNG is out this game, like real bad, because it was. I feel like the RNG made the game twice as clunky than it already was. Like, it made it double the amount of clunky. Like, it was just crazy. Like, some animations was just unnecessary. That's what it felt like. Like, And then say if you did do the animation, you'll lose the ball. Or say like stealing the ball. Say if I stole the ball will go the opposite way instead of me grabbing the ball. And I have glue hands on legendary. Like I don't understand that. I got glue hands on legendary, but I'm slapping the ball out of bounds like it's a goddamn volleyball. Like I don't understand that.
As critiqued as it is this year. But when you go into the park, it's different. Now, Kevin Cruz said sim players are going to be more than fine. Unless I've played a sim players only special build in community day, keep the main thing the main thing. I got a reasonably responsible take on the game. Okay, so there you go. There you guys go. You know that play the game very realistic. I play the game realistic half the year. You know, I got a Kobe build. I got a Wemby build. I love doing stuff like that. But you guys know I do everything. Like, literally everything. I got a Wemby build. I got a Kobe build. I got a 6-2 meta. I got a 6-6 meta. Like, I do meta, pick and roll, 5 out, inside, center, all types of 2K, bro. I don't just play one role. I play multiple heights at different positions. I got a lockdown build. Anyway, okay, so King Dooms, he said yesterday that he made a 7-4 with no weaknesses, and this guy said there's always a weakness, and he said if you play your role, it's not. So I would guess playing your role on a 7-4 would be, you know, grabbing rebounds, interior defense, setting picks, you know, stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see what he's talking about with this 7-4 with no weaknesses. Now, this one's pretty interesting because Ridiculous was asking statistics. I was joking with Joey how he didn't self-advertise about post scoring, but definitely where on Hollywood, who's a post scorer, I'll check in on Tea Time as well. He said, I'm trolling them. They used post scores for the gauntlet. And Tea Time said, look, bro, I locked in towards the end. That was the trial run. So the gauntlet was they had a tournament at the creator event. And it was for like a logo or something like that. And the winners of the event were using...
Wait, niggas still want a logo from 2K? Could never. I don't want no damn logo from them. Don't get me wrong. They can't even make a damn game. They can't even make a game right, bro. I don't want no logo for them. I'm sorry, bro. Like I got a love-hate relationship with 2K, bro. This is the only basketball game we have. Like, I feel like if it was more basketball games, I would probably pick them over 2K. And it's probably a lot of people that be like, oh, 2K is one of the greatest. That shit is not one of the greatest games ever. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a diehard ass 2K fan, but a lot of these people nowadays, they'll fucking die for this 2K shit. Like, you talk shit about 2K, they'll probably put a hole in my ass. Like, this shit is crazy.
Post scores. So post scoring should be fine again for the 1v1 court players and stuff like that. I know that's where they dominate the most. So yeah, I don't know about 2v2, 3v3, but I mean, if that's what just won the tournament, it's safe to say they're not going to be awful, at least right now, from the version they played. Now, this guy said, great idea under Koza's tweet. I feel as though we don't even have everyone's opinion. And it's a video game at the end of the day. The simulation people can separate themselves the same way Black Cobra did all those years. And Koza said, I don't understand the sim hate right now, too. They have more moves and they're going to have a bigger bag this year. I want to see everyone eat. Every playstyle should be valuable while not crossing that game-breaking line. Had so much fun, man. I just hope we give the game some time. And that's how I feel as well. There's been this massive conversation in the last few years that has gone too far for the extremes, just like almost like politics, you know, where you got your far one side, you got your far other side, and the voices in the middle really don't shine very much because they're not extreme, right? The more extreme opinions are what gets talked about more. And I feel the same way. Like, you guys know, I love the dribbling. I want the dribbling to be good. I'm not talking about 2K22, left, right, left, right, left, right. I'm talking about fluidity, like older 2Ks. I want to stand still and be able to combo ups, especially on a defender that doesn't have high steal. I want to be able to separate myself from other players that aren't as good, like look different. You know what I'm saying? I want there to be multiple different styles in the game. However, I play realistic as well. I got no problem with the guys that want to play more realistic ball. I do the same thing throughout the year. I don't think that we should have ever turned this into some sort of argument between sim or comp. It should always be, like I told you guys, bro, how far should the game be sim and arcade. Every 2K game is simulation and arcadey. People don't understand that. There's a massive gray area in between where, let's say you're on the...
I feel like it should just be straight arcadey to me. Because, I mean, this is a video game at the end of the day, and I feel like that's what 2K weakness is the realistic shit. Like, they trying to make it too realistic. You can't make it that realistic. So I feel like it should stay arcadey, but it could be a limit to it, if you know what I mean. Like, they can fix it to where it's not super like of course Minecraft arcadey or Roblox arcadey. They can fix it to where it's not that arcadey. Like, it can still be a fun arcadey game, but not too realistic. Like, if you want a realistic fucking basketball game, play fucking VR. You feel me? Like, I just don't agree. Like, I feel like the arcadiness that's what made the game fun.
sim side, you're not almost all people are not 10 out of 10 on the sim side. Now, what do I mean by that? People, they're like, yeah, I love simulation basketball, I love simulation 2K. But you probably wouldn't like the product if it was a true sim, where the best player, where you make a 99 3-point build, you're going to shoot around 40% from three, because that's how the NBA is. Steph Curry shoots right around 40% from three. Most people would not want that. And there's so many other examples we could give. The game needs to have arcade and also simulation. It needs to still feel like a basketball game, which it almost always does, but it also needs to be a little bit more unrealistic in terms of no one wants to shoot, 30% from three if you're a 83-point player. Like, then if we didn't have a simulation product, people are going to miss wide open. Like, let's just say we have a real 10 out of 10 simulation. You can miss 5 wide opens in a row that you time correctly.
Right.
And then you're going to make 2 or 3 in a row that was 100% contested or 80% contested, because that's real life basketball. There's got to be a different line. The skill gap of the game is getting open and timing your shot.
So that's
right?
what we should.
So there has to be differences in the video game to
it's
be
a video
real
game for a
skill,
reason.
Or we'd just be sitting there with a 99 3-pointer. Oh, okay, he's right there in my face, like that badge in 2K20. What was it? I forgot what the badge. Steady shooter. Yeah, steady shooter, where you could just sit there. He's got his hand in his face 100%, and as long as you time it right, it goes in, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So there needs to be a pure green window, but of course, the more contested that you are, the less chance you have, the smaller your window is going to decrease if you're contested, right? So there's so many different... anyway, we could go on for 30 minutes about that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I just wanted you guys to... I wanted to talk about it. All right, so anyway, Wolf, a 2K developer, he said this right here about our Max Pluses and all that. He said the Max Plus badge rewards acquired in the build specialization feature can be applied to any badge within that category. So, for example, you can boost...
That's what I'm scared of. Like, is this gonna be OP as shit? The max badges and the attributes and the cap breakers. Like, is this gonna buff our players to where it makes them to the point where they're so OP that there's nothing we can do about it? Like, is everybody gonna have the same build? Like, that's what I don't want. I don't want everybody to have the same build and they be like, oh, this is the meta build, we're gonna pick this build and this build only, and then I'm playing against the same build for like 7 games. Like, I don't want one build to have the best, you feel me, the best thing. Like, I don't want to run into the same build 8 different times in one game. Like, I don't want that. I hope that's not this type of 2K this year.
2 tier 1 shooting badges if you select the shooting path. Keep this in mind when creating your builds and choosing a specialization.
I'm scared
you guys
of that.
Have it. So,
because they trying to do something more.
Tomorrow, we are going to see, finally, 2K26 gameplay. We have seen about 32 to I think like 34 because I cut up all the cinematic footage that 2K gave us with the gameplay reveal, quote unquote gameplay reveal, a week or 2 ago, whenever it was. we've got like 30 seconds basically of real gameplay. We're now going to see lots of gameplay tomorrow. Okay, guys? So, live on stream. If you miss it, of course, even if...
Well, I guess I'm going to see his gameplay video tomorrow. But I don't know, man. 2K has been wishy-washy, and I pray that they do a very good job on this game and don't leave us out there like wolves and have everybody mad and just disappear off the internet and Twitter and not respond. So I pray they make this game like better than the last one, and I pray that this game is just better, like a breath of fresh air. Like I just hope. But yeah, though, that's it for this, bro. I'm done. 2K, please do your job, bro.